How's it going? I'm Peter Strong from the Bayside Greens, and on the Saturday the 3rd of August we had a film night for Palestine Under Siege, and Bashir, who is candidate for Ward 4, had something to do with the film.
My name is Bashir. I'm from Bayside Greens. We have a great night last Saturday, the 3rd of August. We played the film Palestine Under Siege, which shows the oppression Palestinian facing in the occupied Palestine, and it was a good learning experience for our local community to see what's happening in Palestine. And the Greens, as usual, always fight for justice and peace in Palestine and everywhere else around the world. My name is Bashir Sawalha, UNSW for this evening. On behalf of Bayside Greens, I would like to thank you all for joining us. Sheik Kamal, thank you for your presence and support. The people of South Lebanon have always been the backbone of the Palestinian cause and true friends of our struggle. A special welcome to Senator Mehreen Faruqi for joining us this evening, and of course each and every one of you. The situation in Palestine, especially in Gaza, is catastrophic. People are deprived of the most basic necessities of life, including food and water. This dire reality is compounded by continuous bombing of refugee camps, hospitals, schools, places of worship, and United Nations buildings, resulting in the loss of countless innocent lives.
We stand here and everywhere with Palestine. And there is no justice case like the Palestinian case. No one, not Australia, not America, not British, not anyone had the right to take their land from them.
Next, I would like to invite Greta Werner. Greta is a postdoctoral researcher at the University of Sydney and has served as a councillor since 2021. In November 2023, she brought a motion to the Bayside Council calling the Australian government to support peace in the Middle East and work with the international community to end the humanitarian disaster in Gaza. At the April 2024 Council meeting, she brought a motion to cut military ties with Israel. While both these motions were defeated, they placed significant pressure on the Labour Party, and she intends to keep up this pressure. Please welcome Councillor Werner.
So, speaking of injustice and speaking up against injustice, some of my fellow councillors tell me all the time that I shouldn't be bringing state or federal issues into local politics. I've been told that about housing, about pay for our early childhood educators, and of course about our advocacy for Palestine and Gaza. But it's through the support of fellow Greens and also David Shoebridge's office that I received the support that allowed me to stay strong, to keep those motions on the agenda. And we are elected to council to represent the views of our community. And we're very unapologetic about that, and we will continue to do so. So thank you very much. I think this gives us strength, and we're here to give each other strength as well. So thank you.
Sydney City Council, Canterbury, Bankstown have forged motions, and we'll continue to lobby Bayside Council to do the same. Without a free Palestine, the world is diminished. We are one global humanity. We cannot disregard another people's humanity and call our system civilised. A free and just Palestine is not only a right for Palestinian people, but also a crucial step towards long-term peace and security in the region. One thing that's happened through all of this is the world has risen up. All over the world, people are rising up in the streets, and there is a big movement happening for peace and justice. So I hope that movement grows.
And friends, we are here together tonight because we all care about justice. We all care about liberation. We all care about Palestine. We want our government to take action. 301 days of Palestinians being slaughtered day after day after day. The Australian government, the Labor government, is sitting by and watching. And yet, the Labor government, who many people trusted when they came into power in 2022 to be better than what they are today, because they have taken no material action to stop this genocide, let alone stop the apartheid, the oppression, and the occupation. The Australian Labor government are cheerleaders for Israel, and we won't stand for that. If the Australian government wanted to act, things could change very quickly. This genocide could end very quickly if the US and Australia said no more. And people really are sick and tired. I can tell you, I meet these people every single day. They are sick and tired of the two old parties taking them for granted. I proudly stand before you as the strongest voice in the Australian Parliament on justice for Palestine and part of a Greens movement, which is not afraid at all to tell the truth about Israel's genocide in Palestine. Because what we see is attack after attack on people across this country who are protesting against the genocide. They're vilified, they're smeared, they're gaslighted.
Peter Slezak, a university philosophy professor, along with former Green Senator Rhiannon and Darwish, a Palestinian-born student activist, travelled together to Palestine to investigate the outrageous claim that Israel is an apartheid society.
It's not just the Jewish community. The entire mainstream Western understanding of Palestine is a lie, like I think I said on the documentary. So we have to understand how difficult it is to engage with the Jewish community. We need to take that seriously.
The 14th of September, to tell your neighbors, your friends, your families to vote Greens, please.
Can't get the image out of my heart when we've seen the bodies found in a mountain of parts. Netanyahu told you just another child of the dark. Clear it's gonna take much more than thousands to march, more than a speech, more than a poem, more than a track of music. Gonna take more than a sit down with Bassem Youssef. Even bringing back ambassadors is an act that's useless long as you pump oil for Apaches and the tanks they using. Freedom just beyond reach for people you cannot see. He's wheezing and cannot breathe and screaming through the concrete, looking for his 4 children. The bombs leave structures that I wouldn't want to call buildings. My fingers pointed at this government, you all killed them. Tell me that you wouldn't take up arms if those were your children. Let me make the factor clear. If bombs were manufactured here and they want the land as theirs because of natural gas in there, feel death in the atmosphere while we hapless stand and stare. And a little boy begs for his brother's strand of hair. Truth is I don't know how